Hello, my name's Barry. Okay, in case you are not aware, uh, for the past year or so, at least had been a year, a, a conservative organization called PragerU University had decided to deliver a suit against YouTube. What a surprise! They're not the only one doing this. Now, what is this suit about? Why should you care? The basic premise, and I'm going to tell you right now, not just for conservative. Listen up. It's not. Oh, the problem is if you're not a YouTube creator and you're not really into all this stuff, you probably may not even be aware that there have been some serious problems going on in YouTube and Facebook. Ever notice how certain articles kind of show up and we get others that don't? A lot of this has to do with the algorithm. And Prager actually got the right idea. YouTube, and by virtue, by guilt by association, so to speak, so is Facebook and Twitter, has gotten the right idea. Say, okay, we want to be editors and public forum. Editors, I'm not sure. I think it has something to do with allowing money or something like that, and a lot of social pressure. But why should you care? Well, here's the thing. In this country, I'm aware that there's a larger international audience, but in this country, in the United States, we have a Bill of Rights in which we have the freedom of speech to communicate ideas and principles. Those ideas are not necessarily agreed upon by everyone. But since the foundation of this country, we have it ingrained into our consciousness a right to debate ideas and principles and to confront one another whatsoever. You could say that we kind of have a love affair with debating. Unfortunately, that hasn't always fared well in some cases. Nowadays, there's been a lot of fear being put out there by various groups, and it seems to be the extremes who are doing this. Fears of, oh no, my speech is being taken. Really? Is it? I'm going to give you a good illustration of exactly what I'm talking about, because I know I'm a little vague. A couple of years ago, actually about a year ago, just before the Black Panther movie came out, another story, which is very relevant, was also circulating and on YouTube. At the time, I was listening to different news sources, some conservative, like the Daily Wire or Fox News, and Dave Rubin, classic liberal, libertarian, things like that. Okay, YouTube's algorithm will look at that. They'll look at the videos that you're choosing to watch or that I choose to watch and make suggestions. Well, one day I happened to saw a video put out by the Young Turk, a strong, progressive YouTube channel and organization. I'm aware of them. Now, in this case, the story that I listened to because I wanted to get some idea of what the heck this skeleton of a black person, I guess a woman, was found in some cave up in Britain. I just want to know what the heck's going on. I didn't expect, and I think it was Cenk, CENK, apologize if I mangled the name, was hosting the show and giving his thoughts after giving what seems to be the fact of the matter. There's some things I kind of disagree on some fine points, but all right. But toward the end of that story, he gave a warning saying, "Oh, the right-wing YouTube channels are out there complaining, and oh, they're being racist. They're doing I kind of like, okay, yeah, right." As far as I know, those guys tend to will label everybody that. That's why I don't really pay too much attention to them. And I figured, you know what? I'm not gonna really give you my thought. Hold on, thank fan. You're gonna get a little vindication shortly. I saw a YouTube channel. After I was done with thanks thing, I saw a YouTube channel on the same topic. And it was by a right-wing YouTube channel. So I thought, hey, let's be fair and balanced. Let's see what these guys have to say. Okay, I wasn't entirely certain. Not why the guy was commenting about the person being Jewish or whatever, but really wasn't sure what the heck to make of it. Well, hey, they're doing a preview of the Black Panther movie. Guess who was a fan of the Black Panther comic? Yeah, me. I read some of the Black Panther comics back years ago, and I looked into the background and so I have a good familiarity on who the guy is, what the background story is about, and some of the cultures. Well, it became very clear that, and I can tell you right now, the same information I was able to get easy from Marvel's own site is easily available for everyone. In fact, Rob Jefferson did an update video on the same character some time ago. But when I listened to these guys, I think they were the Red Elephant or something. I don't know what. It became very clear. These guys weren't conservative. These were far right. These were the guys Sank was warning me about. These were the clowns. He was saying, watch it. Oh, I said, so I basically said, no, I'm not going to watch you clowns. And basically backed out and said, no, what? I'm going to make sure I don't get these guys because I know the algorithm. The YouTube, the way its programming is. It's going to think, oh, because he went there, he must want more, especially since he watched 2 videos. And it doesn't have a clue as to what I actually want or what I think. You know, there's an easy way to basically tell YouTube algorithm, hey, I do not want this channel. Yeah. All you have to do is right below that video, in the recommended video, the 3 little dots. One, they look like this, 3 dots, like that. All you have to do is either right click on it if you're on a desktop, or touch it and you'll get a drop down menu. And you will have the ability to say, hey, I don't want this video anymore. I believe it's the top choice. You can say, I don't want it. Hide the video. Oh, it says hide this video. Next thing you'll get is a little message saying, okay, a choice saying undo or tell us why. Somebody on YouTube must have decided to treat the viewers as having a brain, because guess what tell us why allows you to do. Oh, I do not want videos related to a topic, which does happen, or you can say, I don't want to see any videos from this channel. So I told it, no, I don't want to see the red elephant. Basically, get lost. All it takes for you to decide what to do and take control over what you watch. That's a very simple solution. But unfortunately, it's not so simple for some people. I don't know why. You would think that would be the easy solution. No. If this was treated as a public forum, which I happen to agree with Prager and Ben, and even Dave Rubin, I think, said the same thing. And by the way, Dave is not a conservative. He's a classic liberal. He kind of like center left and doesn't want anything to do with the regressive right left, I should say. Sorry, but that's the thing. Now, it doesn't just go there. You can do the same thing with other platforms. I can mute because I don't want to hear from on Twitter and things. In other words, you got the power. You got the power. It was right with you the whole time. Now, let's get on to this part. And this is kind of a pet peeve of mine that I have with some of the conservative voices. You're not the only one! Wake up! You are not the only people out there having problems. I'm running into gamers, gaming YouTube channel, who are having similar problems with the algorithm, because they have to be very careful about what they say, because of certain key words that causes their channel, their work, their video to get demonetized and not be able to earn an income. I run into a guy named Charlie on Emergency Awesome or something like that. He has to be very careful not to say a certain word that's associated with a terrorist group, even though that same word is used for an Egyptian goddess. He's not running a conservative channel. He's reviewing and talking about news related to DC and Marvel Entertainment on the screen, both television and that. Not political. I'm running into guys like Phil DeFranco, who I would not call conservative, and I think a couple others who have said themselves, they're center left. Yeah, they're having some of the same problem and concern. I repeat, you are not the only one. Wake up and start looking around. Oh, there are other people having the same problem we are, having the same frustration. But the more we get wrapped up with certain issues and things like that, I know it's important. I have some wonderful friends who are dedicated pro-life. And yes, and they're right to be. I love that. But you're not the only person. Look around and say, hey, are you having problems with content being demonetized? Oh, yeah. A lot of YouTubers are having the same problem because YouTube is so afraid of losing money from advertisers that they're driving themselves nuts with these algorithms. And part of the problem is you got people screaming at the advertiser, "How dare you do?" And like, whoa, and some of it was. They're going drive nuts because they got a social media mob who are like ready to beat the crap out of them, all because they want to close down these various channels. And yeah, and these are. You got that's on the far left, and you got the far right who are just looking for opportunity to wreak havoc. And both of these are real, and it's causing problems across the board. But what can we do? Well, I saw one wise advice in the conversation about PragerU and wanting to deal with this lawsuit against YouTube is to pray. And we should be praying for the people on YouTube to break that the spirit of fear would be broken off of them, and they would begin to see clearly what's going on around them, and say, you know what, we need to be, and yes, bring up the concern that they're trying to earn some income and that's creative. Yes, there needs to be fairness to the creators who have used that as a way to generate income. That's all the creators. But they also need to encourage people to take responsibility for what they choose to watch. I'm responsible for what I choose to watch. Right now, I'm not being flooded with a whole lot of conservative or progressive channels because I'm not watching anything that makes this algorithm think I want to watch. Get it? See, I took responsibility for what I choose to watch. I also turned off the recommendation thing because it was getting ridiculous, some of the stuff they did. I'll give you a good example of idiotic. A couple of years ago, I just wanted to know, what the Book of Enoch said. Fair enough. That's an extra biblical book. Not so important. Here's what's the key. I soon found myself being flooded with everything from channels by people called the Black Hebrew Israelite. And I'm going, what the heck is this? And I'm like, what? How did this get you? Well, that was the problem. It doesn't know. But the I sorry folks, I hit the mic by mistake. But that's what I was running into. And I want to encourage you. And instead of screaming and hollering and let's encourage people to take some responsibility for what we choose to watch and give some thought. And let's not be afraid. If you don't like what Ben Shapiro had to say, or let's say, and the reason I wasn't too crazy about saying, because I kind of became aware and I said, no, what? I don't want to listen to you. So I stopped following. That's all you got to do. There's no reason to get upset by a YouTube channel. Yes, I know about the guy with the gay frog, Alex Jones. Oh boy. Guess what? I watched his channel a couple times and said, Noah, I'm not interested in you. See ya. Guess what? I exercise my power to choose what I want. And Alex Jones just disappears like nothing. I'm not bothered by him. If he wants to talk about gay frog, let him. You see what I just did? I chose not to be offended by what someone else had to say. All right. And I'm getting the gay frog junk from Michael Knoll at Daily Wire. Uh, and the only reason I stopped watching the Daily Wire isn't because of offense. It's because I'm getting a little too caught up in it and all the political news. That's all. But are you getting the idea of what it is? Well, what does that have to do with the Christian faith? It's the same principle. I feel like a lot of people are so afraid of being attacked or so afraid of what someone may say. It's like ridiculous. I do know that I need to give a little thought to the words I speak because I'm choosing to be responsible for what I say. Not because I'm afraid of offending, because I'm sure I'm going to annoy the crap out of someone for saying something nice about thank. And I'm sure I'm going to say, okay, well, hey, you have a right to be that. But one thing is certain, it's really not a good idea for these tech giants to be playing middle of the road. It's like a recipe for disaster. Okay, they really need to let go of this need to be editors and tell these guys who are nothing more than bullies and thugs to tell them to back off. We're not liable. We're public forums, straightforward, not editors, not touching that thing. Stay away from it. Public forum, not liable. And that. Of course they're gonna go after the advertisers. Of course they're gonna go. But that's the other reason why I said we need to pray for those involved with YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter and them. Because actually all of them, because these guys don't give a crap. They'll go after advertisers. They'll go up. That's why I don't think, oh, just say keep it straight for them. No, because there's some serious problem, and we do need to pray for those people who are involved, even though we disagree. I would encourage you to get into that and get into praying for a government who are looking at this and they're kind of upset that how the social media giants are being used to do whatever. Yeah, Donald Trump is not the only person. You also got it across the board. It's just that President Trump is the guy with the trumpet, the loudmouth, right? Yeah, I think he's a loudmouth. I don't think he's a racist. Just learn to think before you open your mouth sometimes. But you know what? I'm thankful to God for what He is doing through the guy. And gotten some good policy, but oh boy. But I think that's the whole point. It is to stir us up into thinking and start doing things for ourselves. I don't know. Well, I hope the bulk of this video had this stream. Yeah, yeah. I realized that if I had done this stream at a later time, I might have gotten some more people. But oh well, we'll see. All right. Okay. I think to approach the time. Okay. I know around this time, I'm told, around 18, 20 minutes, people start coming in a little bit, especially if they got the notification or what. I'm going to do a little housekeeping now, and that's and that's it. You may have noticed I've been uploading some videos. What I'm doing is this. I'm creating some videos that are being uploaded to my YouTube channel and Facebook. Why both? Because the algorithm of Facebook, and I'm sure the same is true on YouTube maybe, doesn't like it when I send people away from Facebook. They want them to stay. Same thing on YouTube. So they can generate and earn some more money. I get it. Eventually, I like the page to grow or the channel to grow where I can earn something. But that's the thing. In order for Facebook to my algorithm to behave itself and not screw me, I gotta upload a video to it so it says, "Oh, this is a native video." Great. Same thing with YouTube. Not a problem. Those videos are 10 minutes. The stream, different stories. I still plan to do a stream once a week. I'm probably going to choose to do the stream at a later time because the stats show that you guys are more likely to respond in an evening stream than at a late afternoon, Eastern time. Okay, we'll see. I will keep you up to date on that. Yeah, I would have loved to have gotten into a dialogue on this, but oh well. All right. I want to thank you for your time. Hope the video was helpful and useful. Have a blessed day. See you when I see ya.